So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this beautiful fork bracelet using a silver plated nickel fork, and believe it or not, this is super simple. Let's get started. So what you want to do is you want to secure your fork so there's little to no movement, and the way I do this is between two pieces of wood and I just wedge it in there. Then you want to get yourself a bending tube. I do sell these on my website, but you can use whatever you like, and we're just going to start creating a little bit of space in between each of these tines. And then once you've done that, go about a third of the way down on the end tine here and start creating a half circle just like this, and then replicate that on the other side like so. And then with your round nose pliers, you just want to finish off the curve. So start off at the base of your pliers, at the thickest part, and just slowly start getting that shape, and you should get a pretty good circle like this. And then once you've got that, all you're really doing is tucking in this tail. So you want to go about halfway up your pliers now, applying a little bit of pressure and slowly work it in. And almost with each movement, you're almost moving down to the top of the pliers. Pretty good spiral. And then just replicate that on the other side. So like I say, start off at the bottom with your pliers, which is the thickest part. Get the basic shape started first. So you're just completing a circle as such. And then once you've got that circle, you're just pulling in the tail. So move up your pliers, slowly work your way. And once you've got your two spirals in, you should have something like this. And you should have this sort of pattern. And then you're just going to replicate these two swells onto the top two here. And like I say, I like to start the swell with my bending tool first, because I just find it makes it a little bit easier. Just replicate what you just did, but you want these to be slightly smaller so you're not using as much as the tine. So essentially you're going to have these in the middle, and these ones here, we're going to tap those with a hammer later in time to the front, later in time. Yeah. So I'll show you that when we get to it, but for now, if we just finish off these. So I just have a small anvil. You don't have to use an anvil, you can use any flat surface. Use a piece of leather to protect it. And then you see this is the shape that I've got at the minute. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull these two over the front. So firstly what we need to do is just straighten these up a little bit. So the way that I like to do this is I just put over the tine which I want to knock down over the edge of the anvil, and then just give it a little tap like that, and that will get it just past the tine that you want. Do the same on the other side. So turn your anvil round to make it a bit easier. There you go. So now both of these tines are in front of the back, in front of the centre two. Just lay your fork down like this, and you're tapping these two to meet in the center here. So you want to give it equal amounts, and you want to keep looking to make sure that they are going to meet up in the middle. So you can see this one has gone in a little bit further than that, so I'm just going to hold the base of the fork here so this isn't touching, so this isn't going to move when I tap now, and I can just give that top one a little bit more movement until it has the same as the other side, and then we can continue on doing both sides evenly until it meets. So to remove the tooling marks, I use 2000 grit sandpaper, and I just lightly go around all of the main areas where you would get the tooling marks, so the curves, any internals. Make sure you're getting into all of those hard to reach areas, and you can cut up your paper into thin strips and thread it through, and you know, really take your time with this and get a really nice job. move up to 5,000 grit, and then finish with 10,000 grit. So once you've finished sanding it, you want to bring it over to your ring bender using the largest size available. Start off on one end, bring it in like this, just slowly starting to get the shape that you like. I like the cuff shape, so I'll show you how I do that. And then start on the design side. And don't worry if they move out of place, we can always adjust those at the end. And then if you need to take out any flat spots, I mean I've got it okay here, but if you've got any parts where you need to take out any flat spots, you can always use a wooden bracelet mandrel on your rubber mallet and give it a tap, and that will follow the curvature of the mandrel and you'll be able to get a nice flowing curve. And then just go over it with your Dremel or multi-tool, whatever one you've got, just with a polishing pad, get in between all of those really tight areas and all the curves. And then once you've finished this, you want to get like a toothbrush style brush, some warm water and some soap, and get in between and get all of this polishing residue out. Then add your protection. So if you're using like a Silvo tarnish guard, don't apply that until you've given this a really good clean with some warm water. Then apply your Silvo, polish it in, and I'll show you the finished result from that. And there you have it. One fork bracelet. This is more of a man size, so if you are going to do this design, obviously choose a size fork which is suitable for your wrist. That's how it goes. It's a super simple design, but I really like it. I think it's pretty cool. So there you go. Give it a go, give it a try. And if you can, give this a like, share and subscribe. Oh, get the algorithm working so Facebook can pay me. And have a good day, and make sure you check out the rest of my tutorials. I think I'm up to about 20 now, all completely free of charge. So get involved and have a look. Thank you so much.